Have to spend 2 days in the Peak District day one. This was honestly one of my favorite road trips I've done in the UK. We decided to stay for one night and spend 2 days exploring the Peak District, and we had such a good time. So if you're planning a similar trip, here's what we did on day one. We drove from East London straight to Heights of Abraham in Matlock Bath. With traffic and a couple of stops along the way, it took us around 3 hours and 30 minutes. Before visiting, I genuinely didn't realize how much there was to do at Heights of Abraham. I'd only ever seen the famous cable car online, Britain's first Alpine-style cable car, so I thought that was pretty much the main attraction. But once we got there, I was surprised by how much there was to explore. We paid around £24 per person, took the cable car up and then joined the Great Mason Cavern Tour, one of the 2 guided cavern tours there. The tour takes you around a third of a mile underground into the hillside. It was so hot outside that day, but the second we went inside the cave, it was freezing. I actually really enjoyed it, especially learning about all the different rock formations. There is another guided cavern tour you can do as well, but unfortunately we didn't have enough time for both. Heights of Abraham also has a few cafes, so afterwards we grabbed some sandwiches and coffee, checked out the Victoria Prospect Tower and spent some time enjoying the views from the top. Then we headed back down to have a little wander around Matlock Bath before continuing our road trip. Our next main stop was Bakewell, one of the most popular towns in the Peak District. It's around a 60-minute drive from Matlock, and by the time we arrived it was already around 6 p.m. Most of the shops were closed, so I definitely recommend arriving earlier if you want to properly explore. But even in the evening, it was such a pretty town to walk around. We ended the evening with dinner at the Red Lion in Bakewell. After a full day of driving and exploring, a good pub meal was exactly what we needed. For the night, we drove around 40 minutes to Sheffield. You can definitely stay somewhere in the Peak District itself, but ours was a very last-minute trip and we couldn't find many good options. And that was day one of our Peak District road trip.